Hello everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. During May, LA celebrates the heritage of Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. Mayor Karen Bass joined the Department of Cultural Affairs to launch this year's guide to the community celebrations happening across the city.
Today marks the beginning of Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We're celebrating the accomplishments throughout the month of May, but truly accomplishments that we need to be celebrating all year long of the community.
We take the time to honor the generations of Angelenos who have shaped the fabric of our city, from Little Tokyo to historic Filipino town, from Koreatown to Thai town, and from our Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander communities. Their history is the history of Los Angeles. So this is a beautiful way to kick off Asian American, Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
So today, the Department of Cultural Affairs had the opportunity to honor the cover artist from our Heritage Guide, Wakana Kimura, who came in especially from Japan to be honored today. So we're really proud of her work that she's done here for our Heritage Guide. Additionally, the council members honored some really phenomenal folks from the Little Tokyo Service Center, one of our city employees from the Department of Transportation, and Mia Yamamoto for all of the work that she's done to help bring justice forward.
This piece is titled Character, and it's a large-scale 9-panel painting. And this reflects my pursuit of capturing void that is in between people, culture, and moment, and transform it into a visible connection. And I'm honored to the DCA to choose my work, and yeah, happy to celebrate.
We're just so proud to be able to help support through our Heritage Guide. So I encourage folks to be able to come take a look at the Heritage Guide, whether you have it in person or online, to learn about the hundreds of events that are happening throughout the city, as well as to see the beautiful artistry and poetry and history that's included in there as well.
LA Metro broke ground on new express lanes on the 105 freeway. This agency knows about traffic. It already moves 10 million people of LA County, and that number is set to rise when the Olympics come to town.
We're at the Hawthorne-Lenox Sea Line station to celebrate the groundbreaking of our 105 Express Lanes project.
What we're doing is taking existing carpool lanes and converting them into express lanes. So you see them on I-10, you see them on 110, and so we're going to, instead of having just one carpool line on each side, we're going to convert those into 2 express lanes on each side. So the first part of this segment is going to go from Sepulveda to Central, or people might know I-405, or to about the 110. The idea is to help traffic move. We can move more people with fewer vehicles, but also to increase the traffic flow. Because right now, whether it's rush hour or even some of the times later at night, cars are not moving very fast. The carpool lane is also getting crowded and not moving fast as well. So we want to make those changes and bring those enhancements. We're also going to do some safety enhancements, but also make the improvements so we can move people along. And this is also what we're calling our 20 by 28 project. So when the Olympics arrive, we'll be able to put buses on them, as you see, for 110 and I-10 to skip past all that traffic. But also, as you see on other express lanes, people can pay, solo drivers can pay to get access to the express lanes. And we expect to have this project ready for the public just before the Olympics in 2028.
It's exciting to see the partnership between the municipal leaders, obviously Metro, the legislators, the community folks, the athletes, even the young folks. It's just, we can't do this alone. We cannot do these types of projects alone. It requires everyone to have the buy-in and be stakeholders so we can make them successful. A lot of our members take this freeway to go to their work and to go home. So this will alleviate a lot of the traffic and take less time, that they can spend more time with their families and their communities instead of having to be parked on the freeway all the time.
Well, a project like this, anything that happens with the freeway, we have to partner with Caltrans. They've been a fabulous partner since they actually own the freeways. We've also worked with the Federal Highway Administration, but also the local cities under which the 105 operates, so the city of Hawthorne, Los Angeles, and others. And so it's been a community project, a partnership to really get us to this momentous groundbreaking this morning.
Creative collaboration is behind some environmental enhancements planned in Boyle Heights. When completed, the community will be greener and neighbors will have more ways to enjoy Hollenbeck Park.
The infrastructure project is a collaboration between the Bureau of Engineering, Recreation and Parks and Sanitation, and it's a way to make sure that the dirty water runoff doesn't go to our park. And we make sure that there are safe streets. There are going to be curb improvements that are happening to greenify Boyle Heights neighborhood. They took in community stakeholder support in order to implement this project, and now we got the influx of money and they're ready to get this job done.
It's a 6th Street Green Corridor project. It starts at Hollenbeck Middle School and it ends here at Hollenbeck Park. It's an investment in not only treating the stormwater, we're also planting trees, and so we're enhancing the environment to make it safer and greener for not only the community that lives here, but also the students from Hollenbeck Middle School and Roosevelt High School to make it easier to connect to the park.
One of the things that I teach my students is leaving a place better than when you found it. And this project is doing that. I've been part of this community for 40-something years. I'm glad that the city is doing their part to make it better. Our citizens deserve it.
Community was brought in to an infrastructure project. Instead of being left out of that conversation, they were actually meaningfully included. And so having a project that intersects with all these city services actually being delivered in Boyle Heights is so important. For so long, they feel like they get left out or deprioritized for other wealthier neighborhoods.
You're not going to see the underground work, some biofiltrations that you'll see. You'll see some trees. It also has educational signage, all these aesthetics that the community benefit as we're investing in our stormwater infrastructure.
You know, we may be in a fiscal crisis, but as long as we can collaborate and be creative, we can make projects like this. CD14 is here to work with you to find these creative solutions even at this time.
You might not know the name or have any awareness of this 1898 legal case, but the landmark ruling is still being talked about today. A panel at El Pueblo discussed the United States versus Wong Kim Ark.
We are the Chinese American Museum in Los Angeles, and I'm moderating a panel called Advancing Equality, United States versus Wong Kim Ark, with experts and community members about how important this legal case is. Wong Kim Ark was born in San Francisco, and so he was automatically a U.S. citizen at that time. He went to China for a visit, and when he tried to come back, they said that because his parents were immigrants, he did not have the rights of U.S. citizen, even though he was born in the United States. He fought that case, and that case went all the way to the Supreme Court Justice, and they ruled in his favor in 1898, saying that if you're born in this country, you automatically have the rights of U.S. citizenship, regardless of your parents' immigration status.
I'm very proud of my great-grandfather, Wong Kim Ark. I feel privileged to be here and other people recognize what he did. His struggle, winning birthright citizenship, it validates my life. I feel lucky to actually contribute to whatever's happening now. But on the other hand, I really feel all this effort should never have been necessary, that birthright citizenship, that question was answered over 125 years ago. We're fighting an old battle.
What we want to do is educate people on this important legal case, a precedent case, Wong Kim Ark, and what is the significance of birthright citizenship and what impact it has had on Asian American communities, but all immigrants and refugees. You know, citizenship for immigrants is so vital because it protects their rights, it gives them protection. It also gives them opportunities to participate as full members of civil society and participate in the United States and its democracy.
The Board of Public Works has a new president. LAX carries out its full-scale emergency exercise, and the electric Dash Pacoima bus goes into service. These stories up next on CityBeat.
The LA City Department of Public Works has announced that Commissioner Steve Kang has been elected president of the Los Angeles Board of Public Works. Kang is the first Asian American to hold this position in the board's history. Appointed by Mayor Karen Bass, Kang's election during Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month is a notable milestone for the community. Kang's prior experience includes serving as vice president of the Central Area Planning Commission. As board president, Kang will oversee public infrastructure, services, and sustainability projects critical to the city's future. For more information, visit dpw.lacity.gov. Los Angeles World Airports, LAWA, recently conducted its full-scale emergency response exercise known as AirX. The unrehearsed emergency simulation tests disaster planning and is required at least once every 3 years by the Federal Aviation Administration. Around 400 participants took part in the exercise, including first responders, law enforcement, airline personnel, staff, and about 150 volunteers who portrayed injured passengers. According to LAWA, the test helps the airport strengthen coordination, identify improvements, and ensure it is prepared to effectively respond to any emergency situation. For more info, visit lawa.org/news-releases. LA's Department of Transportation marked the beginning of Dash Pacoima, a new all-electric bus service operating in the San Fernando Valley. According to Councilmember Imelda Padilla, the new route on the Van Nuys corridor lays the groundwork for a connected and sustainable future across the valley. Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez, who helped secure funding for Dash Pacoima, said that safe, reliable public transportation remains a priority for the community. Dash Pacoima will operate on weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on weekends from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with service every 30 minutes. Fares are 50 cents in cash and 35 cents with a tap card, but to celebrate the service, Angelenos can ride Dash Pacoima free through May 31st. For more information, visit ladottransit.com.
We know moms make a lot happen every day, and Councilwoman Heather Hutt and her colleagues know that too. To honor the occasion of Mother's Day, they hosted a musical program for moms to relax and enjoy.
It's an amazing day. We're celebrating Mother's Day in the 10th District. Myself, my colleagues, we're celebrating the people that nurture our city.
We have the Mother's Day Music Festival here in Michelle Obama Park to celebrate all of our moms.
They did an amazing job just making it just welcoming and all the mothers feeling special. And me too, I'm feeling special.
It's very much an honor to be a mom. I am a mom for so many reasons. And what I mean by that is I have children that I gave birth to. I have been a foster mother, and I run an organization to help mothers and children. And so I'm a surrogate mother in a way to all those hundreds of young women that have come through our programs.
Sometimes in City Hall, we have very tough issues, but we know that what really holds up a community is the moms, grandmas, aunties, and so taking the opportunity to celebrate them is very important.
I'm blessed to have my sons with me today. We're all celebrating Mother's Day.
You see this beautiful daughter right here? I'm supposed to be her inspiration, but believe it or not, now she's my inspiration.
Motherhood
is a blessing, but motherhood is also a lot of work. And moms are juggling so much right now. They're juggling education, they're juggling work, they're trying to achieve this work-life balance. So to all the mothers out there, just do your best.
There was some Hollywood horror at the first Mystery Market and Scary Movie Marathon held at the LankerSCREAM Arts Center. It was all frightful in the best way.
So today what's happening here at the LankerSCREAM Arts Center is the first ever LankerSCREAM Mystery Market and Movie Marathon. What we have here is about 13 vendors selling horror movie themed merchandise. We have coffee, we have tattooing, and we're just here to make sure the community knows about the center, uplift the arts here in the Arts District, and make sure that everyone knows that this center is for everybody. Part of my job at the North Hollywood Neighborhood Council is to make sure that the arts come back to the Arts District. So using the LankerSCREAM, we're here to make sure that vendors have their space to sell their things, and we're using film as the thing that connects everybody. We feel that pop culture and film are an essential cultural force. They want to make sure that everyone has a chance to have access to it by offering free or low-cost programming.
So LankerSCREAM Arts Center is here to keep North Hollywood a fun place for the North Hollywood citizens to come out and play. We emphasize our dance and music and theater and film and culture programs that are going on here. So today we have Horror Vibes Coffee as our partner for this event, and they curated a selection of different local artists that are here to vend their art.
I actually came here from North Carolina. I really just wanted to find a community of people who just really enjoy horror and art on the same level that I do, which is just like really much about the aesthetic, things that are weird, things that are creepy, but also very cute in a very unconventional way. I'm very inspired by anime, and I really like exploring with textures. I'm a really big fan of worms, intestines, just things that are a little bit gross. I love being very hands-on, which is why I make handmade magnets and screen printing. And overall, I really came out here because I really wanted to find a community of people who love art the same way that I do.
If you like anything that's spooky, horror, or anything of that nature, this is definitely a place to come. And everyone here is very friendly, very open, and everyone's welcome here. So whatever you're into, I'm sure you're going to find what you like. This event today is amazing because even if you just come to shop, they also have free movies you can come and watch. So it's a really cool event.
The General Services Department supports the city in many ways, including maintaining police vehicles and fire trucks. The department has paid internship opportunities for Angelenos who don't mind rolling up their sleeves to fix a problem.
GSD is the support department for all departments. We support LAPD, fire department, helicopters, over 11,000 pieces of equipment. So we're the individuals behind the scene.
I worked for 32 years with the city, and most of my career was with fleet services. I've been a heavy-duty equipment mechanic, an equipment specialist, safety and compliance office, fleet services.
I train, evaluate, hire. Obviously, we have a lot of training, a lot of background.
This was last year's planning instead. A completed course, got their certificate. When you were available, they came back.
So the internship program for the equipment mechanic is a program that we started last year.
It's a paid internship, which is a great advantage for the students.
It's a 10-week program that gives young adults with an automotive background the opportunity to experience what it's like to work for the city of LA as an equipment mechanic. Today we're going to be doing a tour with the students from the LA Unified School District, and we're going to tour them in our facility here that incorporates about 7 different shops. We're hoping that they get a feeling of what it's like to work here.
The main thing on this program is to get them started, to get them an area to where they feel comfortable taking the next step towards their future.
Upon completing the internship, came here because I wanted some shop experience, and I was also looking forward to being able to put down on my resume that I worked for the city for a little bit. And when the opportunity came, I just ran with it, and I pretty much haven't looked back since. I'm very fortunate for it to have happened to me.
The young adults, they will gain a lot of experience in the field of automotive repair, but they also will receive a certificate of completion that they can use to apply for another city job.
The careers through the city of Los Angeles are vast.
The city is well compensated, has great benefits, which is the best part about working for the city.
You might like it, you might realize it's not for you. You never know what'll happen. You might make something out of it, and it might just be the best thing that you've ever attempted.
It's like anything else, if you don't try it, you don't know what's going on. If you don't get involved and see what's out there, you'll find in the city there's so many different opportunities for people to come in so many different jobs. We go back years ago, one of our garage attendants, he became a general manager, a garage attendant, from the bottom to the top. So it's all about doing the work and people recognizing what you do and get promoted.
It's pretty dirty, it's grimy, but I mean, it's something that someone has to do, and I'm very proud to take part in it because I play a very crucial role in the system here for the city of LA.
In this week's feature story, we meet the LA Marathon man, Murphy Reinschreiber. He was in conversation with our Maria Hallbrown about the inclusivity of the marathon and how such a large-scale event has also become a community occasion.
Inspired by the Summer Olympics of 1984 here in Los Angeles, the LA Marathon has been a remarkable part of LA for over 40 years. Today I'm delighted to be joined by the Chief Operating Officer of the LA Marathon, Murphy Reinschreiber. So nice to have you here.
It's great to be here and looking forward to the conversation.
How did it go this year?
Yeah, so it was great this year. The marathon, not only the Los Angeles Marathon, but marathons by and large, are huge community events that have a way of bringing communities together. And this year, with the wildfires and everything that has happened here in LA, I guess I can say the timing of the marathon really couldn't have been better, because I think the community was ready to come together and to engage in something very positive. And that was felt all along our race course. The crowds were bigger than we've ever had before. The number of runners that we had was as big as we've ever had. So by every metric, the race was fantastic this year.
How is the route determined?
Over the years, the route's had a number of evolutions.
Yes.
In its early year, it was a downtown course.
Right.
And then one of the improvements that was made is to change the route to a course that we called Stadium to the Sea. It started at Dodger Stadium and finished in Santa Monica. That course was very well received. The next course change that we made was 2021. The course was changed from Stadium to the Stars, where it now finishes at Avenue of the Stars and Santa Monica Boulevard in Century City. It is a tour of LA like no other. There's no stoplights, nothing slowing you down. You go straight from Dodger Stadium out to Century City. We think it has a lot of things that we weren't able to offer in Santa Monica. Our crowd support at the finish line is incredible, way beyond anything the race has ever received in the past. And that's all part of the experience. When you get to the finish line, you want a live, vibrant, exciting finish line, because you've accomplished something really great. I mean, keep in mind that only 1% of the population ever runs a marathon.
Really?
So it is a significant accomplishment.
How do you manage the issue of people with altered abilities that make them either in a wheelchair or some other device that they need to be able to do this? What's their event?
Okay, so since 1986, we've run a wheelchair division in the marathon. We were one of the pioneers of wheelchair racing in the country. And so we've had our wheelchair division, which is really, it's a pro race, and there's prize money available. And then we have a exhibition division, which is what we call hand cranks. It's a three-wheeled wheelchair but the way it's propelled is with your arms, and there's a gear. It's a little bit more like a bicycle.
Right.
There's quite a bit of participation in that division.
If someone wanted to participate in the LA Marathon, first of all, I imagine sign up early, but nonetheless, what's the best way?
LAmarathon.com.
Thanks a lot, Murphy.
Thank you.
In this week's Things to Do, it's anchors away for LA Fleet Week at the Port. Catch some Filipino-American indie music at the library and enjoy a Memorial Day concert with the 1st Marine Division Band. All this up next on Things to Do.
It's time for Southern California's largest Memorial Day event, and it's free. It's LA Fleet Week 2025. Join the Port of Los Angeles for this annual celebration taking place over multiple days at the port and LA's waterfront. Events include active duty ship tours, live entertainment, aircraft flyovers, military displays, and friendly competitions like the Galley Wars Culinary Cook-Off. This year is the 250th anniversary of the Army, Marine Corps, Merchant Marines, and the Navy. Celebrations will be taking place over the extended Memorial Day weekend with lots of fun for the family. Head to the Port of Los Angeles for free LA Fleet Week events taking place from Friday, May 23rd through Memorial Day, Monday, May 26th. For the full schedule of events, check out lafleetweek.com. Join the Los Angeles Public Library to celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month at the Pio Pico branch on Saturday, May 24th. Zazamo Quibilan is behind the Zazamo name. Quibilan is a singer-songwriter who also gives his name to the band he performs with. Together they play Filipino-American indie pop rock, and they are the first Filipino-American band to appear on NPR's Music 2025 Tiny Desk Contest. Enjoy a unique musical performance in Tagalog at the Pio Pico Library branch on Saturday, May 24th at 3 p.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. As part of LA Fleet Week, Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez invites everyone to enjoy a Memorial Day concert in the park on Sunday, May 25th. The concert will feature the 1st Marine Division Band, which is the regional military band of the U.S. Marine Corps at Camp Pendleton. Other live entertainment will also take place, and there will be a Veterans Resource Fair on site. Head to Brand Park in Mission Hills to hear this Memorial Day concert in the park taking place on Sunday, May 25th at 11 a.m. For more information, visit cd7.lacity.gov/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacitybview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.